We're gonna have issues with that fitting. I'm what you call a man, because I have no idea what I'm doing. We're gonna smoke some stuff. We have got a big old lump of brisket here, and we're gonna smoke it. Now, I think we're gonna have some problems. First of all, as you may have noticed, what we're using is an electric smoker. I reckon that's gonna have some problems in itself because of its electric. This brisket here too is quite large, so we're gonna have to trim it down a little bit. Probably do it in 2 sections. The whole reason we're doing this is because tomorrow, we've got friends coming up for a bit of a Christmas do, a bit of a Christmas catch up. And I'm hoping that we can smoke some nice chunks of meat for them. We've got ribs, we've got brisket. The big thing is, I've not used this electric smoker before. This is actually a mate of mine. So we're gonna try it on there. We're gonna see how we do. Hopefully it turns out all right, because as I said, it's tomorrow. We don't have a, we don't have a lot of time to figure out something else. But yeah, we should be all good. So first order of operation. Let's trim this down. Cut off some of the excess fat and stuff. This one looks pretty lean, to be honest with you. Doesn't look like there's much going on with it. So we'll see how we go. First, let's get this a quick wipe down. The brisket. I reckon we're gonna have to trim it in half, which is a bit of a shame, but it might work out well in the long run, because so one of the issues we're gonna have with the smoker, usually you can protect some of the meat that's thinner by putting it further away from the fire. We can't really do that. All we can do is higher up. So I reckon we'll put the thinner bit higher up, thicker bit lower down. We've also got this lump here, this extra bit of eye or whatever it is. I reckon we're gonna have to trim a good portion of that off, which I'm sure you can have, because otherwise we're gonna have some issues, I reckon. But let's cut this open, try not to get blood everywhere on the table, clean up the fat cap, which is looking pretty lean, and then Bob's your uncle. So this is an electric smoker, and I'm pretty sure with this you're meant to use like pellets, which are like, they look like rabbit poo or brown Tic Tacs, but you're meant to use wood pellets. We don't have wood pellets. We've got like what is a fine malt. We've got wood chips. That's the main thing we're using. We're gonna set this up. We're gonna get it up to temperature. I'll explain as we go on. I reckon some of the issues we're going to have. I reckon we're gonna have quite a few with it, but I think all of them we're gonna be able to get over. It's just gonna have to treat it a little bit differently to like a wood fire smoker. But that's okay, let's plug her in. I reckon we start, I reckon we go to 95. What do we reckon, 95? Sweet, I think we're on. Oh, just a bit jam. All right, the rub. We're keeping it really, really simple. Cause I'm more interested in trying to get the process down rather than actually the rub itself. I'm just gonna do a 50-50 blend of salt and pepper, and hopefully that will mean I can test and focus more on the meat rather than the actual rub itself. That's the intention at least. We'll see how much that turns out to be the case. Oh, we've got some smoke coming out of it now. Fantastic. Smoke's died down a bit. I've had to top it up a few different times. Let's have a suss on it. Let's give it a check and see if it's going all right. She's dried out a bit, which is fine. I've prepped this a bottle of spray for it so I can hydrate it. That stuff sizzling at the bottom there, that's a bunch of tallow. I forgot to mention that I put that in there. I've also put a whole bunch of the excess fat and stuff in there to hopefully simmer down. We'll use that later on. But first, we've got to wait for this bark, this crust to build a little bit. So I think I goofed. I think I put the meat in the wrong way around. So I've flipped it. It's looking fantastic. But yeah, I think I put it in upside down. We'll leave it going for a moment. I've got to shoot off to go pick up a car, so I'll be back in an hour's time, and hopefully it's not burned or not too dried out. See how we go. Let's go grab it, shall we? Hoo-wee. God damn. We've got our brisket. She's not looking too bad, probably a bit on the crispier side, but hey, that's all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it in the, oh, it's good. We're gonna cover it in the tallow that has been in the smoker. Let me go grab that. Now, ideally we'd let this cool a little bit, but we're not going to, because I do not want to leave this in the smoker any longer. Because I had to shoot off to go get that car, there has been, it's been in the smoker for a little bit too long. So I had to shoot off to get that car. So we really now need to get it wrapped, get that moisture stuck in there. Look at that beautiful little pancake of meat. It's not a pancake though, is it? It's a baby in a blanket. Let's do it to the other one. It's back in there. We're looking solid. We're looking good. We're now going to bump up the temperature and then leave it for a little bit longer, and hopefully, after checking it every now and again, she's going to be perfect. A few things I did wrong though, I reckon. One, I obviously had the meat the wrong way around. I let it dry out too much because the meat was the wrong way around. Number 3, I let it dry out too much because I wasn't paying enough attention. Number 4, the first probably couple of hours, I wasn't checking the wood enough to make sure there was a consistent smoke. Number 5, I probably after the first maybe 3 to 4 hours should have upped the temperature. Because I don't think the fat's rendered enough at the moment. I'm guessing, but I don't think it is. But we've cranked up the temperature now. We've learned a good few things, which is fantastic because we're testing this tomorrow. I understand this is like a lot of meat now. I'm gonna refrigerate it, freeze it, use it sandwich meat, stuff like that. But this has been a great learning experience. Great to see how this machine works and everything. So now we'll just set timer for half hour, keep coming back and make sure she got enough. She might be chewing through more wood now because it is hotter. Be interesting to see and find out. Now we wait. Now we wait. I was going to cheese the whole resting time for the brisket. I wasn't going to rest it for very long and then just try and have it straight away, but I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to rest it, which means that tomorrow's brisket needs to have started probably about 4 hours ago. I've just started it maybe an hour ago now. It's in there, going, and then this day's brisket is in the oven doing its thing, resting. So we'll finish off today's brisket. Well, today's brisket's done. We'll finish off tomorrow's brisket. That's gonna probably finish at the end of today, probably around 11, 12 p.m. or 11 p.m, 12 a.m. And then we'll leave it to rest and then be able to try it in the morning. Hopefully, it'll be good. Hopefully. Oh, goddamn! I wonder if I can cut a bit off. Still tastes good. It is incredibly smoky. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so nice. One more piece. It's so like that. Oh my god. I gotta stop. I better show you before I eat it all. It tastes great. It is so smoky. It is ridiculous how smoky it is. It is a bit on the drier side. I think that's because, so this is the one we started off with originally. It is a bit on the drier side. I think that's because I had it in upside down so the fat wasn't seeping through it. That's okay though, because it tastes, and especially when you get to a fatty bit, oh my word. It's so smoky, it's crazy. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting big things for the electric smoker, but it was pretty easy to use. And it's turned out, for something that I've stuffed up, pretty good. Maybe if I do get a smoker, I get an electric one. I probably shouldn't have turned it on. Mesquite. I don't know how you pronounce this wood. Mesquite? I don't know. Like that. There we go. Christine! There you go, you can have that. Cut this open, try not to get blood everywhere on the table, because this probably will absorb all of it because it's only a pine and it's not sealed very well. But that has been fantastic. I was a bit worried. when I saw that I stuffed it up. Oh, that's lifted my spirits. That's great. How good?